everyone to another edition of All in Football. It's your boy Lee Ice, and I got my partner in crime, my brother from a different mother, my main Apple Scrapple, Hill. Big dog, what's going on?
Oh, hey, what? What's my name, bro?
Oh,
Yeah.
you gonna make me say it again? You only got one right, dog.
Hey, that was an upset. I said it was an upset.
It's worth it. It's worth it because they beat the you know what out of them.
They sure did.
Okay, dog. For the second week in a row, we're gonna give this man his flowers.
Goat
The
King.
Goat King. Hill, how you doing?
I'm all right. I'm great. Got some things I want to say.
All right.
Indianapolis
Go
Colts,
ahead.
Washington Commanders. Who else?
Who else?
Ah,
Houston Texans?
nah. Just them two.
No. All right.
Great effort, but no cigar.
Close, but no cigar. Close only counts in horseshoes. That's my motto.
New England fans, Matt Jones is done for.
Oh,
It's time to move on from him.
You know what? You must have. You know, I've been telling you, Go King for 3 years. Bill Belichick is nothing.
It's not Belichick, bro. It's not Belichick. Matt
He's
Jones,
nothing. No, he
Matt
gets
Jones
the
is
players. He gets the players. He runs the whole thing. So yes, it's Bill Belichick.
That's your opinion. That's why you're not the GOAT King.
All right. Well, let's go. All right, y'all. Let's thank everybody for tuning last week's show and thank everybody for tuning this week's show. Like I always say, I hope we can entertain y'all doing what we're going through. You know Lee Ice don't say that word. Has he said it in the whole 3 years of this show?
4 years.
No.
4 years.
And I'm never going to say it, but I'm always going to tell you, protect yourselves and your family the best way you know how, because this is the season. This is when it starts happening. Protect yourselves, y'all. Protect yourselves. Go King.
Boom. What's up?
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I see it. You ready to get it started?
You sit behind me. Yeah.
Man, I gotta take something stiff. My commanders went down. It hurt me.
WCW. You don't know about that.
Let's do it. Y'all know what's first on the All In Football show? It's called the double reverse. When Lee Ice gets under center, he takes the snap, he goes back, he hands it off to the GOAT King, and then the GOAT King does his thing. Do it, GOAT King.
Friday. Number 19, Oregon State entertained number 10, the Utah Utes, and Oregon State to see the upset Utah Utes 21-7. Saturday. Number 6, Penn State was threatened in the first half by Northwestern, but second half a whole different ball game. Penn State 41, Northwestern 13. Number 8, USC jumped out to a monster lead. I give Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes credit. Great comeback.
They made it a game. They made it look respectful.
That's about it. But they got exposed. 48-41. Oh my goodness. Kentucky 33, number 22 Florida 14 in a big upset there. Number 1 Georgia had a tussle with Auburn, 4 turnovers, 2 of them with Auburn turning into touchdowns. As number 1 Georgia prevailed. 27, Auburn 20. Michigan had no problem with the Cornhuskers, Nebraska. They were still picking corn, I think, 45-7. Texas had a little struggle in the first half as number 3 Texas prevailed over number 24 Kansas. This is not the basketball tournament, but 40-14. Number 23 Missouri stays undefeated as they went into Vanderbilt, got some of that hot chicken, and saw Dolly Parton and Grand Ole Opry 38-21. Number 13 LSU 49, number 20 Ole Miss 55. Number 9, Oregon State, 42, Stanford 6. Number 14, Oklahoma, before the Red River rivalry next week, 50-20 over Iowa State. Notre Dame and Duke played in a defensive struggle last night as Notre Dame prevailed 21-14 over number 17 Duke. Number 21, Tennessee 41, South Carolina 20. Number 12, Alabama 40, Mississippi State 17. Number 7, Washington 31, Arizona 24 in a struggle. Number 25, Fresno State. 27, Nevada 9, Lee Ice. We're going north of the border. It is week 17 in the Canadian Football League. And the weather is getting a little chilly. As your Toronto Argonauts loses for the first time in 8 games to the Winnipeg Blue Bombers 31-21. The Saskatchewan Roughriders 26, the BC Lions 33. The Montreal Alouettes 32, Ottawa Red Blacks 15. The Calgary Stampeders 15, the Hamilton Ticats 22. Lee Ice, comments, concerns. We got about a minute before we go to commercial break.
Everything is starting to come into place. Shout out to Colorado. They made it a game. Everybody thought they was going to get blown out again. Started like that, but they made it a game. So they for real, man. People got to realize they were 1-11 last year. Deion took over a 1-11 team. So going into this season, they was underdogs to every team they faced. And Big Dog, I got to give a shout out to College Park, Maryland Terps, all my Maryland Terp fans. They say, Lee Ice, you got to give us a shout out. We 5-0. Shout out to Maryland Terps, my school that I went to.
5-1.
Y'all 5-0. You got Ohio State coming up. So enjoy this undefeated week because next week is all coming to an end.
The turtle going right back in that shell.
Just going right back in the shell.
But college football has been interesting this year. The SEC is not the top dog at all. I think the SEC might be the 3rd best conference this year. I think the Pac-12 in the last year of the Pac-12, which is crazy, is the best conference. Then I think followed by probably the Big Ten, then the SEC. I think the Pac-12 might get 1 or 2. Maybe the Big Ten might get 1 or 2 in. SEC might get 1 or none. So if Georgia don't go undefeated, stay undefeated, and Kentucky and Missouri don't stay undefeated for a while, it could be a long road for the SEC. The Ice taking a commercial break.
All right, y'all heard what the big Goat? My bad. Y'all heard what the Goat King said. We're going to a commercial break.
And Lee Ice,
come back to the second half of the double reverse. The big
boy Sean Payton lost again today, buddy. I told you. Sean Payton lost today to Baby Girl. Yeah. Take a commercial break.
Hey, we'll be back with the second half of the double reverse. Walking the All In Football Show. Lee Ice and the Goat King. We'll be right back, y'all. We are back from the break. We are in the middle of the...
Lee Ice.
Uh-oh.
I got one correction to make. Sean Payton did win. I said he lost before we went to commercial break. He did win today. Go ahead and do your thing.
Fortunately, Sean Payton won.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because well, I'll get to that when you go over the score.
Yeah.
All right. We back in the middle of the double reverse. It's time for the big boys. It's time for the review. And you ready, big dog?
Yes, sir. Thursday. Go, Pack, go. No, Pack, no. Hey. When the Lambeau Field and Lambeau leaped all over the Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love, they said, hey, buddy, this ain't loving football or loving basketball. As the Lions prevailed 34-20. London Bridge is falling down. London Bridge is falling down. ATL Falcons. London Bridge is falling down for the ATL Falcons. As the Jacksonville Jaguars beat them 23-7. The Ice, Jacksonville 20. The ATL Falcons and Atlanta Falcons 7.
That's Jacksonville's new home, man. They've been going there, I think, for
They signed a contract 7 years ago to go there.
yeah.
We're the only team to volunteer to go. Tony Khan. Hey, Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins scored not 70 points. Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins did not score 70 points. And nobody took us a wagon like the Buffalo Bills, and the Buffalo Bills gave them the smack the down yesterday, 48-20. Statement game for them. Now,
He went off on them. 4 touchdowns, I think. At least 3.
yikes.
Yo.
I stopped at the dispensary before I go on the plane. Before we flew to Chicago. I said, man, I'm gonna get the monkeys. Smoking this legal marijuana. So I stopped off, got me a hot dog, Chicago-style hot dog, and a Chicago-style Italian beef sandwich and algae. I dipped it. I was hungry. And I said, you know what? I looked at the scoreboard. Man, it's like 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. We down 21, 28-7. Then I proceeded to unleash the wrath of the Broncos on Justin Fields and company, as the Broncos scored 24 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to beat the Bears 31-28. Quote the Ravens nevermore. If you're the Cleveland Browns, you better never quote 24-3. Deshaun Watson on the sideline looking with a skull cap on at 75 degrees.
Yeah, what happened to him? Why he ain't play?
Bad show. Lee Ice. Man. That's right, the GOAT King. Told you. Houston Texans didn't need J.R. Richards. They didn't need Nolan Ryan. They didn't need Beyonce. They sure ain't needed Kim Olajuwon. As they beat the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 30-6. And C.J. Stroud is the truth.
Yes, he is.
You like that? You like that? Yeah, you like that? Because we beat the Carolina Panthers and stole their men's barbecue 31-13. Think about this, Lee Ice. What's his name? Bryce? What's his name? Bruce, whatever his name from Alabama. They was going down. They're on the 37 of Minnesota. 13 to 14. They're going in to win the game. He fumbled the ball, and Minnesota takes it to the house. Speaking of losing games, the LA Hollywood Randy Donut Rams were up the ice in the fourth quarter, 22-7. Then the Colts went on a miracle comeback to send it to overtime. That's all it was, a comeback. No cigar. 29-23 in overtime. Rams. Boom, boom, boom. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers went down to that Popeyes Chicken Superdome, the ice, and took on David Carr and the New Orleans Saints and smacked them around like they were in a Hurricane Katrina again. 26-9. Washington Commanders took the lead, up by 9. Philadelphia came back, went up by 9. Washington came back, scored a walk-off touchdown to send it in overtime. Didn't do nothing on 3 downs. Philadelphia got the ball on a bad punt. Went down to 4 downs. Game over. Field goal, 34-31. Fly, Eagles, fly. Welcome to the jungle. Man, I don't know what's going on with the Bengals. But the big man got loose. Ryan Tannehill got loose. Dolly Parton got loose. Grand Ole Opry was singing. Everybody's playing banjo like on hee-haw as the Tennessee Titans destroyed the Cincinnati Bengals 27-3, Lee.
Joe Burrow's hurt, man. He needs to sit down, man. He's hurting the team now.
And speaking of hurt, Raiders took on L.A. San Diego Superchargers. L.A. San Diego Superchargers. They bully, pump Justin Herbert all day long, even broke his dang on finger, ice. Pushed him down out of bounds several times. Tried to come back from a 24-10-3 deficit. They came back 24-17. Got down inside the 5. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And that's all she wrote. as the Chargers went on to win 24-17. Lee Ice.
Yes, sir.
You're going to disagree with me. The greatest coach ever has one of the terrible quarterbacks ever. You got lucky on one play, Mac Jones throwing it across the field. You thought you were going to do 2 plays? Pick 6. Cowboys, America's team, beat the other America's team, America's team. The British are coming, known as the New England Patriots, 38-3. Kyle Shanahan said this is the hardest playing team in the NFL right now. The Arizona Cardinals, without a doubt. I told you that, Lee, at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
The Arizona Cardinals were down 16-21. They at the beginning of the fourth quarter, Lee Ice. And McCaffrey just went off. 35-16.
Best running back in the game.
That sidearm throwing behind the back, moonwalking, Taylor Swift in the stand, in and out, can't get no in and out in New York, Burger, Andy Reid, drawing mustache on people's face on the plane, almost a miracle comeback by the Jets. No cigar. Wilson couldn't do it, Lee Ice, as they went down 23-20.
Bad call on Sauce Gardner, man. That was not passing.
Seattle and the Giants at the bottom of your screen. Lee Ice, take us a commercial break.
All right, y'all heard the big dog. We going to commercial. My bad. We heard the Goat Kings. When we come back, we're going to wrap it up. We got the top 4. We got Lee. We'll be back, y'all. We're back, y'all. I don't know. When we went to break, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that sound. I truly apologize for it. I think it was the sound of a goat. I wonder why. But anyway, Goat King.
Yes, sir.
Ready for the prediction?
Thursday. The Bears traveled to the nation's capital and said, hey, I'm going to get them that chicken and mumble sauce on Prime Video at 8:15. Who you got?
I'm going to do one of yours, Goat King. Not only will the Commanders win, but Chicago will fire their coach the next day.
Lee Ice.
Don't do it.
Lee Ice.
Please don't do it.
Lee Ice. The Washington Commanders will win by 22.
Oh, okay. I can ride with it.
Sunday. London Bridge is falling down. Hey, Lee Ice, they got Buffalo in London. They eat Buffalo?
I don't know, man. I don't think that. I think they too to eat buffalo. I don't know.
Well, the Buffalo Bills play the Jacksonville Jaguars on NFL Network at 9:30 in the morning with the flapjacks, scrambled eggs, hash browns, and eggs Benedict and coffee. Who you got?
Going with the knock off the London Jaguars.
I agree. The Tennessee Titans and the big man getting loose, and the Ryan Tannehill company traveled to Indianapolis and say, I'm not on probation like the NCAA, and play the Indianapolis Colts in that Indianapolis 500 on CBS at 1 o'clock. Who you got?
Every time Tennessee look like they best right to be counted out, Mike Ray, will he get his squad together? I don't, man. You know what? I'm going with the Colts, man.
I'm going with the Titans. The New Orleans Saints take that Popeye chicken up to Boston and play the New England Patriots and them baked beans on CBS at 1 o'clock. Who you got?
Yeah, New Orleans coming off a stinker. New England coming off a stinker. Who's going to stink most? New Orleans. So I'm going with your boy Bill Belichick and the Patriots.
On CBS at 1 o'clock, it'll be G&M Crab Cakes versus the Panani Brothers, better known as Quote the Raven, Nevermore. Baltimore Ravens take on the Pittsburgh Steelers in a rivalry in Pittsburgh at 1 o'clock on CBS. Who you got?
Pittsburgh's not going to have two bad games like that. I'm going with Pittsburgh. Somehow, some way, Mike Tomlin going to have them boys ready to win. I don't know how, but they're going to win.
Ravens in a blowout. You heard it. The Houston Texans go to Atlanta and take on the ATL Falcons and Love and Hip Hop. So we got the best rap game. Is it Slim Thug and Mike Jones against T.I. and company? Who you got? On Fox?
I like how I like the Texans. I like D'Amico Ryans. I like how they playing, but they're gonna lose. They're going to Atlanta. Atlanta bounces back with the win.
The Ice. The Ice. D'Amico Ryans and the Houston Texans over the Atlanta Falcons. Late field goal. You heard it.
Gotcha.
On Fox at 1 o'clock, the Carolina Panthers travel to Detroit and Motown, takes on that Miss Barbecue up to Detroit and say, hey, we need to buy, get the auto workers off strike so we can get a car. Who you got?
So this is going to be a beatdown. The Lions will crush, let me say it again, crush Carolina, especially if Bryce Young is at quarterback. He's too small, man.
I agree. Hey, the G-Men travel to Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins number 1. At 1 o'clock on Fox. Who you got? Miami or the New York Giants?
I got the Dolphins putting up 50. How about that? Dolphins.
I can see that. I'm going with the Dolphins too. What don't do the jungle? And the Cincinnati Bengals travel to the desert and play in that spaceship known as the Arizona Cardinals. Now on Fox at 4:05. Who you got?
Oh, this hurts me to my heart, man, because I love Joe Burrow, but he is just not himself. And like you said, Arizona, man, hardest playing team in the NFL. I'm going with the Cardinals.
I agree. The Philadelphia Eagles travel to Los Angeles and play in the SoFi Carpool against the LA Randy Hollywood Ram Donuts on Fox. Who you got?
Going with the boy genius Sean McVay and the upset. The Rams take out the Eagles, give them their first loss.
Fly, Eagles, fly. That's who I got. The Jets, 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 go to New York. Go to Denver and get some of that legal marijuana and hope they can get high enough to play in that game and beat the Denver Broncos on CBS at 4:25. Who you got?
I'm going with the Jets, man. I like how Zach Wilson played against a top-notch Kansas City. I think it carries over. Denver suck.
Hey, that sidearm throwing Taylor Swift having, moonwalking Andy Reid said, I'm going to stop by Whataburger, get double cheese on it. Travel to Minnesota to play in one of the best stadiums in the NFL on CBS to play You Like That? On CBS. Who you got?
Gonna be a lot of points scored in this game. At the end, I'm going with the Swifties.
OG?
Yeah, that's their new name.
The America team go to San Francisco and play the Ryan Cerrone, that San Francisco tree, in one of the classic rivalries of the 80s and the 70s on NBC, 8:20 Sunday Night Football. Who you got?
Is Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Emmitt Smith playing in this game?
No.
I got the 49ers.
I do too. Monday night. Dun, 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 dun. Go, Pat, go. Travel to the Death Star and play the Raiders. Raiders on ESPN ABC. Who you got?
Jimmy G still out. You know the Raiders back, I don't know. They used back in the day, the Raiders were a lock for Monday night. Pack, their fans is going to travel. Yeah, let's go with the Pack. Let's give love some love. Let's go with the Pack.
All right, Lee Ice, give us the lock and key picks of Lee Ice this week.
Stone Cold Lock and Keys. All right. We were givers last week. We're going to be takers this week. The Ravens are giving the Steelers 4.5 at home. Steelers coming off a beatdown, and they're getting 4.5 at home against a division rival. Take the Steelers in the 4.5. Eagles go to the Rams. Rams getting 5 at home. Sean McVay, you give them Sean McVay 5. Eagles secondary suck. Sean McVay, they will win this, and so get the 5. You don't even need the 5. And the Bengals and the Cardinals, the Bengals, the Cardinals getting 5 against the Bengals. That's the hardest team, man. Like you said, the hardest working team. They're getting 3.5 at home. Take the Cardinals. That's a Lee Ice Stone Cold Lock and Key.
All right, here's the clipboard.
Ram card. Go ahead.
Got the clipboard, Lee Ice. Got to start off with some sad news. Former All-Pro New England Patriot / San Francisco 49er tight end Russ Francis dies in a plane crash. How you feel?
Yeah, one of my first
favorite tight end. He was my first tight end.
Yeah, all world. Him and Kellen Winslow.
Yep. Hey, Bills White, cornerback White, has season-ending surgery on torn Achilles.
It's going to be a while before he come back. Even when he come back next year, he's not going to be right.
Quarterback.
That's a terrible prediction.
Colts running back Taylor returns to practice with disagreement with the coach. How you feel?
I don't know, man. Is he gonna play? Is he gonna give his all?
I don't know. Pickett, knee, might not miss no time.
He need to.
Herbert, fractured finger on left hand.
On the left hand?
Yeah, still can play.
Okay, all right, my boy can still throw it then.
T. Higgins may try to play with broken ribs.
Ooh,
Cardinals.
don't do it. The Cardinals, man, they hit hard. That defense, they you see how they like to hit.
Yeah. Lee Ice. Big game this week in college football. Texas, Oklahoma. Who you got?
If they playing in Oklahoma,
They're playing in Texas at Cotton Bowl. It's a Long River Rivalry, whatever we call it.
won't be a blowout, but Texas win big.
LSU, Missouri.
LSU, Missouri. Where they playing at?
Missouri.
LSU still.
Kentucky, Georgia.
Come on, man. Really? I mean, I know Kentucky played good, but
They're undefeated.
come on.
Notre Dame, Louisville.
Who?
Notre Dame, Louisville.
Notre Dame's playing good this year.
All right, Lee Ice.
I'll stick with the Irish.
Take us home.
Hmm.
Take us home.
Take us home. Y'all heard what he said? It's time to go home. We leave you like we always leave you, whether you like it or don't.
So I got a phone call. Listen.
John?
He said he'll be here next week. He ain't gonna be here next week just for you.
All right. Yeah, you better come before next month, because I know you'll be hiding next month. Yeah, you better go hide. Tell your friends too. You heard what I said.
He gone. He made him mad again. He made him mad again.
Yeah, well, you better go hide in November, buddy. All right, y'all, it's time to go home. Whether you like it or don't like it, you better learn to love it, because it's the best thing going. We are the All-In Football Show. Lee Ice and the GOAT King. Got to give him his flowers again, y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.